Okay, Sunday morning, it's getting real. We're going to go over to get something to eat here in downtown Highlands, and we think we want the Highlands house, the restoration house. So we talked to Mr. Steve. He's going to take us, we're going to go over there at 8:30, and we're going to go do some real deep digging. I'm going to put the gimbal set up, get some much better footage, and probably inside the hex I'll share the numbers with you, what we're thinking about. We got to secure financing and all that stuff as well. So we got to get inspections and all kinds of stuff. Well, I don't want to get ahead of myself. We're going to go over there and dig through the house, thinking about it a little differently, kind of like what we did with the Helen house, and then we'll see where it goes. You ready, Shelly?
I'm ready.
Let's go get some breakfast. So, this is called Highlands Falls Country Club. And one of the things we want to sneak around in here later, after it use them, I think you have to leave to go to Atlanta, right? Well, before we leave here, Michelle and I will sneak around and poke in the club or something if we can. Just to peek our head in there and just look around. I also want to see how the Porsche does on the driveway. What I figured I'd do is I'd buy some 2x12s, put across the bridge there until I got it fixed, until I got the driveway paved. So you were saying about the membership here, something about like you pay 50% for the first year.
If you buy a home in here, and if you join the club within 365 days of purchase, they reduce the membership by 50%, the initiation fee.
And then, do you have any idea what it costs to, like, regularly?
It's going to be probably, your dues are probably going to be $12,000, $13,000 a year.
And then, I wonder about your guests and stuff like that. When they come, can they just serve as you? Can they pose, or not pose, but can they be you?
I'm going to say I doubt it. I doubt they're going to get that liberal with it. I just don't really would. They might do it if you let your
relatives,
a cousin come up and stay for a month. They might give it.
If we have 20 people come up in a year, they're not going to let all 20 people. But it's about a mile in here.
We said, what is it, 2.8 miles to town or something? Is that what it was?
From the house, yeah. It was 3.4 total, according to the map. It was 1.8, I think, from the edge of the community, from the gate. It sure is nice.
Oh, it's beautiful in there. Everything gets so green. It's just... this rain, I hope, got rid of the pollen.
So right there is pickleball, tennis, pool.
Swimming.
My kids would probably be the only one in there messing around. It's always different coming back the second time. I think the probability of us buying this house is high. So I've gotten over reconciled the garage.
All right, we're gonna take a right here.
Yeah.
It's yesterday. We took a right up here, didn't we?
Yep, falls east. Then we go up a little bit. See, like my gimbal doesn't even know what to do. It starts freaking out. It's just, can't handle those. Doesn't know where the ground is. So we're climbing several hundred feet from the base of the community, which is already at 3,800 or something like that.
About what did we say, 4,000 yesterday?
Yeah. And that should be Salt Rock right there, I think. No. We stay on Falls, Falls West, right.
We go right, now.
And then it's a left up
I was thinking last night, the 3 houses we saw yesterday were totally different.
Mm-hmm.
The one over in Sapphire, for what they wanted, the price-wise, versus these other two.
It's incredible, right?
Either these other two are way as hell overpriced, so that one over there is way as hell over. I mean, he's not even in the same league with these 2 houses.
No.
A lot of wasted space in that house.
I mean, that view was pretty cool, but other than that, that lot was kind of useless. And
the yacht lot didn't do much. The
community is...
and it's just, I mean, you had the wolf that gets your attention, and you had the Sub-Zero that gets your attention, but upstairs, the space was just shit.
That's all wrong right there.
It was just totally wasted. Totally wasted.
Yeah. Well, because of the pitch of the roof, that's just bad design, the original design of the original house, I'm sure.
But $700-800 a square foot. You don't want square footage just laying around in the damn side. I mean, shit, that's money.
All right, I'm going to jump out and follow the Porsche in here.
Yep.
So I can capture that footage. Right. And we'll meet you down there.
Okay, gotcha.
I've been thinking about this all night, how I'm going to capture this. Okay, so this isn't exactly as low as my car, but let's see what it looks like. All right, cruise in there until you get to the bridge, and I'll run in front of you. This is the driveway. Isn't this freaking sick? So we're in a neighborhood, but this would be our driveway. And then the concern here is there's a bridge right here. So we come down here, and for the time being, there's some more water running. For the time being, I would put some freaking 2x4s here, 2x12s. Yeah. I mean, this car easily makes it. But this car is a lot taller than mine is. And you come down around here. You got to be the only people in the world to get out and check how the car accesses the drive. It comes down here. Pull it right in the garage. And this is pretty steep. It's a little hard to tell. Gosh, I need to gimbal all the videos. Sorry about the vlog. I'd have to do something about that transition, but see, I would want to re-skin this whole thing. But we're gonna go in the house and we're gonna walk around, make a list of all the things we would fix, change. Should pull the car in the garage. See what it looks like.
Yeah.
So there's a little water stop there. Yeah, can you pull that in for me, Shelly? Like, get on camera. Yeah, let's see what it looks like. So, I could make this garage awesome. Even the garage smells like restoration. Okay, so they're 9-foot doors, not 8-foot doors, which makes it easier to get in. Stop right there. You got room for cabinets. At least with Porsches you do. Because this side is a little deeper too, so you just park most of the time. If you had a single car up here, you park there. And then again, I take this wall out right here to get us access. And I was thinking what I would probably do, I'd do some sort of in-ground or boom pole outside. Anyway, we figure something out. You're gonna get your stream, Shelly. So Shelly's gonna take lots of pictures. I'm gonna take lots of video. But the first thing we're gonna do is walk around the house to see what. See, this is much bigger than a traditional 2-car. Where?
All of these.
So if these were all cleaned up and thinned out, we could have put a basketball hoop in here for sure. And then again, if I reskinned this whole driveway, and you did things like, you know, clean up all this all the time, keep this super neat and clean, it should be beautiful. I think we're gonna buy this house if we can. The kids would be down there figuring out how to clean it up so we could slide down that rock. Yeah, we got some cameras. What we would probably do, I would set up, see, like all these, like every little thing. I said yesterday, I don't think I could get this dialed in. I don't know that I could get it dialed in, like brand new dialed in. But the nice thing is the exterior looks really great. Like really, the hardy's done. All the wood has nice fresh paint, so everything looks clean. All we need to do is just get it pressure washed, and we would maintain it. But look at that. Just love how big this area is here. You know, I could fit 45 cars in the driveway if everybody just backed out. Okay, so we're gonna go walk into the house and then I'll do some serious footage after we decide what we would need to do. Okay, so here's the house. When you walk in, you know, a lot of the furniture is possibly included. Right? And so we have these giant, you know, tables, a lot of restoration stuff, a lot of, you know, Highlands purchase stuff, things like that. But when you walk in, pretty sizable grand entrance. I think this is a 42-inch door. Yeah, it's bigger than 36, but I don't think it's a 4-foot door. And so what they did is, this was a house built in 98 that they, the 2 owners ago, rebuilt. Put in LED, they did all of this, you know, wood and stone or woodwork. They painted over a lot of stuff, which gives it that kind of, you know, restoration hardware patina that actually would serve us really well for what we're looking to do. And so then you come into the dining room over here on the left. I don't think we would change much in here. We would probably eventually, depending on what, you know, furniture was included in the deal. There's another photo of what it looked like before. So, but for now this is fine. But we may end up changing this. This is one of the few areas that we would, you know, make a furniture shift. The problem is you can't just get furniture, so we kind of need it furnished. And so then over here on the right, so they clearly updated all the thermostats. The previous owners did 2 owners ago when they did the remodel. This is a pretty nifty little seating area here on the right, over toward the master side of the house. So on the left is this really sick bathroom that they did. They have Toto toilets. Just freaking awesome. I think the dimmer's on here. Let me turn the. There we go. So that was dimmed. So Toto toilets. These were all redone, restained. It was probably pine, but you notice like the wood planking up to the ceiling. This is just totally cooler than us. But what I would need to do is, you know, just do some serious paint touch up. But other than that, not a lot of major changes. Eventually we'd probably do all Lutron lighting, but I mean each one of these is probably $18 or so that have been swapped out. So then the laundry, there's two, a bunch of linen stuff on the left and right. We would have this place fully stocked with awesome towels. That's one of the things, you go to all these places and towels are junk. But like things like just fixing stuff, fixing walls and getting it really dialed. I would want to probably take, the flooring in here is fine, but I would want to very likely take out these cabinets. These were from the 90s that have been just kind of painted over. And but clearly they put new countertops on here. We do some speed queens so people could do their laundry, including us, and just kind of revamp this. But this laundry room is awesome. It's perfect. And then you see, I showed the video before, but like every window is like out in like amazing nature. So then we walk down here. The garage is on the left. We'll talk about the garage at the end here. These lights must be out or something, but I guarantee you, if I get these lights on, or get these fixed, that this hallway is going to be amazing. Michelle can do all her tchotchkes and all that stuff. But this, painted in this kind of restoration gray can be way cool. This wrought iron railing is awesome. And then the master suite is secluded over here to the right. The carpets are awesome. It's like a really high-end Berber, and it's a dark gray, so it'll hold up well. We would probably, I don't know, we would probably redo the furniture in here, but Michelle seems to really like it, so maybe it'll stay the same. And the views, of course, are out of every window. This is a bit more wooded view, to see the mountains. Maybe we would clean some of this up over time, but in general, I didn't notice that. I have to take a look at that area by the windows there, by the porch, the patio. So then come over here to the master bath, which is freaking incredible. Super, super cool, super, restoration style. Already a tub. You have a sloped, I think this is probably marble, but you have the drains against the back wall, rain shower, single head, but extremely functional. I would set this up where we would do water treatment, so you can see that we need some water treatment. All the bathrooms have Toto toilets, so these are nice fancy toilets. And again, I just have some painters come in and touch things up. We would have rolled up towels and linens and things in here, but you sitting against this corridor here, this wall of awesome outdoor craziness. That's the generator right there, but there's a little walkway down the side of the house to the back of the house there. And again, all these doors are freaking sick, that you have them refinished really nicely. And then whatever's going on here is awesome. I can't explain to you the smell of this place in here. It just smells like Restoration Harbor. It smells awesome. So we already found the scent that you would just kind of keep. So every time anyone would come here, including us, it feels like you're in the Highlands. It just smells like the Highlands to me. And then closet. Look at this. It's freaking sick. We gotta do some little better lighting in here, but in the vast majority of the house, the light fixtures are great. But we'd set this up, outfit this with our clothes, and obviously leave room for you to come and borrow, and just set this up to where it's freaking awesome. So let's go, since we're on this side, let's go down to the basement. And so down here, again, this will have better lighting, but you have footwell lighting on the way down. The same gray Berber carpet everywhere, which is awesome. So we come down here, and let's go to the left. So to the left here is a giant closet for stuff. I don't know what, but for if we needed it. So giant closet, and then this goes down onto the stairs where they had kids, would be like a little kid hangout. And then this could be a bunk room, I think. Depending on what is happening is we probably would want to limit this to have a few families only, 2 family max, like 12 people max or something like that. But this utility room is huge. It's amazing. There's a lot of stuff in here, but we would limit this down, and then we could make this a bunk room somehow. But this is pretty freaking sick. Or for who knows what, something. I don't know how big the house is. It's probably somewhere on the order of 5,000 square feet, 5,500, 6,000. We don't know what the square footage is, but we're going to find that out. So I would redo this and make this a audio video awesome area with some, maybe pool table. I don't like this pool table, ping pong table, something like that. Do some great video. I'd probably set this room up a little differently. It's a little narrower than you'd like for a game room, but it's set up well. Then you got a bedroom here. King size beds, that's the key. We want king size beds in all rooms everywhere. So king size bed here, closet with closet organization, and there's 2 of them here. So again, we could stock this stuff or have this available where our kids' stuff can be in the rooms. But we wouldn't set them up as kids' rooms. We would set them up as a nice, like we'd probably just leave this room the way it is, or maybe find some more comfy stuff. I don't know, but again, most of the furniture is going to be here. And then I would fix stuff like this, like you see the walls are kind of banged up, but some of the banged up is part of the charm. So we wouldn't do this right away, but these bathrooms weren't redone, but we'd probably come in and just do some caulking and stuff like that. But they still these look like they have nice Corian countertops, which change the look, but these are older cabinets, from the 90s. But this is something we could always add into the mix later on, redo the shower. I think it makes sense to keep a tub somewhere, but redo that stuff later, but not something we would need to do right away. And then over here is my office, which I would make incredible. It's very set up for show right now. It looks like a store display, and so I would have to set this up. I'd do some like Dine Audio Confidence in here, do some acoustic treatment, and I love how they just these were old 90s built-ins that they painted and made more more modern restoration look. The glass doors here, glass doors everywhere. I would, set this up. I mean, just look at the view out the back here of the property. I think it's a couple of acres. And then, I would have all the wiring and all that stuff dialed in. And the nice thing about this is underneath here is crawl space, so I can run wires underneath if I needed to. And so, I'll show you the porches in a second. Another bedroom over here. So there's the porch. Let's just go out here. This is freaking incredible. I think some people would come out here and sleep. I don't know if we'd probably just leave it just simple, just like this. Look at that. It's attached to the roof. And these are just mattresses just out here. Do a bunch of pillows, mattress. Have every time someone comes, have the cleaning people just swap the sheets out so it's fresh and clean, and have it stocked. Maybe maybe put a display right there. Maybe put a TV there. Some people wouldn't want TV, but most people wouldn't want that. You'd want to just hang out here. You can hear and see the stream that runs down the side of the property. Crawl spaces and stuff are underneath all the separate areas of the house. We're going to have a bulletproof, ironclad, ridiculous inspection for this. It's not as, I don't think I'm justifying this, but it's not as problematic as I thought it might be as we dig into it. So this is a full master size room as well, but this is I guess this would be the 3rd bedroom. And this is a king-size bed as well. Views out the side. at least of the nature closet organization in the closets. I hate bifolds, but we'd come up here and really clean it up and dial it in, and then you'd have this linen closet where we would have just stocked with simple, clean linens, towels, fresh sheets for each bed. And we'd get nice pillows for everybody. I'd get Columbia pillows for all the beds, the Columbia ones that I use. And then this bathroom also would be on the short list to get redone. But you can see it's not terrible. I mean, you can almost just do the tile. But they said the same thing, I'm sure, when they were remodeling the house. Look, this is on our longer list of things to do. But still nice. Then this is really cool. So this is like the secondary master suite. Doesn't have a master bath per se. This bathroom is cool. I like this a lot. So I like the sink. I like the quartz countertops. And then the shower is awesome. It has a drainless, whatever you call these things. A Fleurco, Fleurco. Flurco, but like they spent some money on here making this cool, making this really nice, and tiles good here. And is this a Toto toilet as well? Yeah, Toto toilet. Super sweet. And then back here, this was their kids' room. But back here, we would make another master suite. This closet here has closet organization in it. But look at this. So this would be, we do a king-size bed in here as well. And then make this a sitting room. So you could somebody could come and even if we had another family here, this is where the other family would stay. And look at this. You sit in the sitting room. You look out at the creek. Water flowing downhill. When they start getting some more rain, this will obviously flow water. You can see the rocks have been flowing water for hundreds of years. But this room is huge. You could do something really cool in here. So imagine you come hang out and stay here in this room right next to, and you can actually partition, you can close this off. So you can close this off here and just have your own little suite. So it's like a secondary master. So even if you rented this house, let's say you rented this house with a friend, you put the kids in the kids' rooms there. You can sort of double them up, and you stay in this suite, and then each of the kids' rooms have, and that's why I think we would need a bunk room. So we would probably build a bunk room back there, because if you had two families with 3 kids each, you have 6 kids. You could certainly pile them all into these king-size rooms, but I think a lot of what I want to retain is a lot of times we'll have car guys coming and put a car guy in each room. So let's go back upstairs to the kitchen. Man, I want to turn those lights on and figure out why the breaker's tripped. I bet you I could find it. I'm gonna look for that. This track lighting. You even walk up the stairs, and that's what you see at the top of the steps. It's freaking sweet. So then we're back to the entry here. And over here to the left is the kitchen, which, show us the downdraft, Shelly.
Don't worry about that after someone posted it.
Someone commented, doesn't have a hood. Well, it's kind of hard to.
House because there's no hood.
It's hard to put a hood in here, but it does have a downdraft, which they don't work as well as a normal.
Yeah, but I'm sorry,
We're cooking mac and
And
cheese.
when people come on vacation, they're not cooking super elaborate.
Show us give us a little tour of the kitchen here. Show us the fridge, some of the cabinets and stuff. So that's the Miele cooktop. All we have to do is deep clean everything. And then this is a Miele, I think this is a 42-inch cabinet depth. This is a French door type. And then you've got 2 freezers. Awesome. And then all the cabinets are super sick. You know, the handles are high end, and you've got this spice or whatever you want to do there. Setup. Does that bottom one do that too?
Nope, that's a regular
cabinet. But you have the brown cabinets, and then you have the other cabinets over here, which are also sick. So solid wood, custom, full custom. This is some sort of Greek imported granite, some sort of stone.
Or quartz? I forget what
I don't think this is quartz. Maybe it is.
It doesn't feel like granite.
And then you've got single oven, which I think is fine for a house like this. Single oven, warming drawer underneath, all Miele. So these were probably purchased in like 2000. They're probably 3 years old, I think. Warming drawer. We'll put we'll put a bunch of sparkling water in that wine fridge thingy. You've got a coffee maker, Miele coffee maker.
That's cool. And these like lift up so you can reach them.
Yeah.
These are that way.
That's sweet.
Yeah. Mixer.
Cool. And then I think this is a granite sink. Yeah. All soft close. Dovetail. So you can see there's some iron in the water, so we'd do an iron breaker and do a softening system. But then over here is over here, there's a little sitting area. We would probably put a table here. And I think, or I guess maybe you can stick with the table here. So dining area, and then you have this amazing, I guess this is like a cocktail lounge, which we would just have it as a sitting room. But this is directly above the other sitting room and that sort of secondary master. But you have the same views, just a little bit higher than you had before. You can see the driveway coming in. You have an entrance as well here as well to go and sit out by the little fire thing out here. Yeah, this is sick. I don't know if I love this couch, but you get the idea. This is where you'd sit and read a book. Wow. Hopefully someone in your party is the chef cooking up everything. And then the patio out here, I think this needs more seating for eating. Maybe not, because you got the dining room. So yeah, probably not. But this is awesome. One of the major things we do is figure out something to do with this carpet. Do something different here. And I think we need better furniture out here. More outdoor specific stuff. This is like indoor stuff. They kind of moved out here. But we need outdoor specific. I bet you this was the couch like from the previous owner. They probably just moved out here and said, we'll leave it out here for a little while, see how it does. But look at that fireplace. I don't like fireplaces, and then look at the ceiling.
I don't think I've ever looked up there, Matt.
You haven't?
No, I never saw that.
So freaking cool. And then this will be the family room. Over here is the family room that we'll make. It's important to me to have comfy couches, so we would do comfy couch and do some, I could see having some Dine Audio contours and do just some, basic audio, but make it really, really freaking sweet. Another giant fireplace. For whatever reason, fireplaces don't bother me in here.
No, it's really not. That would be really pretty.
So, last thing to show you is the garage.
You came into this big thing with flowers.
I'll show you the garage and then we're done.
Andy, put it back in there.
So, we already showed you the front and the outdoors as we walked in. But it's a 2-car garage. Nothing I can do about that. I think I can make this really cool. I know I can. And I think I can make a really awesome outdoor wash area. We'd put a basketball hoop in. I'd want to redo the asphalt here. But the garage looks like so. All block on both sides. Oh no, that's drywall. This is block. Still enough room to fit cabinets. So I do a cabinet array across the back wall. I would break down or take that wall out and take that closet and open it up so it's a little more open. And that's, we'd obviously do switch tracks. I'd probably set up indoor washing as well in this garage because, another thing I was thinking about doing is, longer term, it would make the garage more functional if we made this a single door, a single 18-foot door, but that would require some work. And I don't know is super simple. You'd have to change the roof line and all that stuff. So let's just walk down around back real quick while we're here. But you can see, the car fits in there easily. So you'd have a couple of Porsches in there. And that's how I'd set it up. I'd probably buy some sort of car for here. I don't know how we would do that. So then down around the back side. So this is what I'm looking for, like the side of the house. It's like not all, because it's all hardy. I think this is hardy. Yeah. I think it might be wood. Maybe, man, it's got to be hardy, because wood would already be showing signs of wear. But they put a solid coat of sealing outdoor exterior paint. This is. But you can see water is always going to be something we're going to have to work with, something we're always going to be dealing with, something you're always going to be worried about. Water and erosion. There's a 20 kilowatt generator, which certainly wouldn't take care of this whole house. It's starting to rain. And again, this is a Highlands ZIP. Trying to not die here, walking down this pretty freaking steep. So we come down the side of the house, but you can see, and the house looks dialed in, man. My first thought was it was going to be pretty janky, but it's freaking dialed. I think we like this house. I know we like this house. Just come down around back here. That is not good. This is the underside of the house. You can see it's all encapsulated. And so you just have to deal with water. But this is all encapsulated. You have to make sure you keep the water out. And we have to seal off this door. You can see everything looks clean, neat, well done. Whoever built this house, and then whoever remodeled it, did a lot of work. The people who own it now haven't done squat. So we come down here. Wow. This is freaking cool. So yeah, both of these air conditioning units are probably going to have to be replaced. And then this here, we're going to have to check water everywhere. So we have to have this all vetted. A big old kennel for what used to be a couple of dogs. The original owners had some big basset hound or something like that. There's another access underneath the house. We come over here and we got the stream. Pretty cool. And you can go back up in the porch here. Hopefully I'm not locked down. So what are you thinking, Shells? You gonna try and get it?
Yeah, definitely.
Gonna be heartbroken if we don't.
Maybe.
So the Cayman made it in and out of here, no problem. The question is, will the other cars? I don't know. The driveway's super cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you have to swing to the left.
It's really not bad. Like the bump getting into the garage, it seems.
Yeah. That's just to keep the water out of the garage.
Yeah.
So, we'll always be dealing with water and erosion and upkeep and stuff like that, but just the tax situation in North Carolina alone is so much different. I mean, the Helen house, less money, 5x taxes, $6,000 versus almost $30,000. That's a significant. I mean, that's their profit, their rental profit, right there. So yeah, I don't know. We're gonna go down to the Clubhouse and check that out. Golf courses are cool to look at, and maybe Rai plays or something. And then some of the people, maybe they play, but that's one of the things, like, you can't, like, they don't do guest stuff, you know, so you almost have to send them elsewhere.
Did you ask about that? They don't have guests? Then all
you can't, you just gotta pay for it.
Yeah, you can pay for it, but you can play.
Oh yeah, you can play golf.
Yeah. People who come and want to play a round of golf, they can play. It's just going to be...
Correct. They just can't use the pool and all that crap, I don't think.
Oh.
Like all this stuff, like over here, like all these little features, Shelly.
I love it. And the grass. Go sit in that little chair. Look at the flowers.
There's a bunch of oldies in here, you know. I'm moving back to
I can be
villages.
Like a winning tennis player.
Yep.
Oh, look. For members and their guests only.
Oh. Yeah, but I think you got to be with them. That's the whole thing.
Probably, but...
We'll get fake IDs.
It's like Harbor Hills. They're not gonna...
Yeah. Again, we're going to have 20 families a year, you know?
Right.
Just come over here and look. So that's a little fitness center, I think.
I think that's not the fitness center. That's just like...
That's just the pool.
Yeah,
pool serve.
Oh, look. Restring tennis rackets. It might be like the tennis center.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's stuff is here. Oh, it's a tennis office.
Oh.
I bet you could be a pickleball. But
Well, yeah.
lessons and stuff.
It's a nice little pool. Yeah. We're really breaking in. You just sign in. They'll probably have lifeguards sometimes. Look at, there's a little water dispenser there for you.
I think they said they just put in pickleball courts. Oh, awesome. Maddie makes fun, but it's amazing. So much fun. I'm playing with your camera.
Let's go ask them. Maybe we can talk to someone about becoming a member and they can tell us all about it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I didn't turn that off.
Clubhouse is up there. Beautiful, huh?
Well, I think if you live here, you have to become a social member.
Roads are awesome. Nice and freshly paved. Golf course is going to be completely revamped by the time we would get here. There's birds chirping everywhere.
See how it says we're entering the forest? That's cool. The Nantahala Forest is in our neighborhood.
Speed breaker.
So there's only one speed breaker bump in the whole neighborhood?
Yeah, it's an easy one.
Look at that with the little bridges they have. It's so cool. So the thing that's fascinating to me is that we got a nice community and the feeling of being like deep in the woods all in one.
Yep.
That's so cool. Okay, so do we need to go up there? That's a cart path. Let's not go on any more cart paths.
You're gonna start playing whatever croquet.
Oh man, you know who would love that is Ryan.
He probably wouldn't want to wear the white clothes though.
Yeah, oh look, that guy's out there practicing.
Bet you I can't go in there. We'll go real fast.
Well, I can go in, right?
Yeah. All right, Shelly, you gonna miss your Cayman?
I am so excited to get my truck back.
Yeah.
I miss my truck so much.
Maybe your clean truck. Alright, so we went through like a regular car wash, dusted off the interior. All we do is kind of dust off the floor mats. Put the key on the rear passenger tire.
Not a regular car wash, touchless.
Touchless car wash. So you can see the condition of the car is great, other than where the Range Rover hit it. So no curb marks, no scrapes, no scratches. I don't even think we even hit the front bumper, or like scraped the front bumper at all.
Scrape anything. It was amazing.
Yeah.
You didn't even give me one compliment.
Except for our damage here. That stinks. I was gonna stop at my buddy Dave's house. We ran out of time. I could probably polish out a good percentage of that front bumper thing.
On almost zero.
Can I get you some? Can I get some status update of your Delta Sky Priority experience? Good for you.
Pretty odd. This one's even better than the last one. It's big, it's comfy.
It's good. All right, it's Monday. We're back home. Last night we got home Sunday night. I had some time to work on this today and think about it. I actually had a coaching call with my coaches and bounced the whole concept off of them. This concept that if this is something that I would want, that others would want it too. And so I think I'm really onto something here, that if we can get a place, a destination that's dialed in, and then I'm going to obviously videoing the process of searching for it, and then we're going to go up and make, you know, a Waba and Bryce, and then we'll bring the guys up with me. We're going to video how to turn the TV on. We're going to video where to go whitewater rafting. We're going to video where to eat, where to drive. The website is going to be, you know, comprehensive. It's not going to be listed on Airbnb or anything like that. But the concept here is that I'm able to buy a much bigger, much nicer place that one could dream of, and make it so that it's accessible to you to come borrow my house for money. And that amount of money would be much, much less than if this was just open to the public. Because then you have to factor in all this bull crap of, you know, dealing with security deposits and fees and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, 1 or 2 out of 50 might violate, but I'm going to have processes set up for that. So the beauty of this is that I get to really scratch that itch of chasing OG spec, taking this house. And I've thought about it, you know, incessantly over the last 48 hours or so. Can I make this OG spec? I don't know. We're going to try. This house was an OG spec, but I would wager that a lot of people might want to come and play with all the crap that I have in my garage, and we're going to set that garage up much like this one. So I've contacted my local bank. The realtor, Steve, who is amazing, is traveling. So I'm hoping to maybe get a deal done tomorrow. I'm going to do my best. We're going to try to buy this thing. So maybe by the time you see this video, I may have bought the darn house. But I want to do a geological study. We're going to pull from the previous owners, which is about a year ago, from that inspection report. We're going to get another inspection report, you know, a very sophisticated inspection, including maybe do some a lot of checking on humidity and water. Water is going to be the biggest issue there. Making sure we've tested and making sure that we've set up for that. I'm going to likely do some more sophisticated dehumidification in the encapsulated area underneath the house. You know, we have to do some dialing in of furniture. I don't know when we would put it into borrow use. Maybe some people would want to be early adopters and just go up and be on their own, but just use the house where it wasn't fully vetted and set up. But I'm going to make I'll probably make an Inside the Hex video. There's going to be a Hex video of me showing what we would have done to the Helen house, the first house we looked at. And the people are very private, so I'm probably going to get in trouble for sharing what I did share about it. And so I'm going to put that Inside the Hex. I'm also going to make a video once I get the particulars down. We'll go over the numbers. I'll talk about the business case. And then what my guess is that Destination OG becomes, I'll get bored with this house, or this house will become overbooked and I'll have no time to go there, and then I'll do the next one, and we'll do the same thing. That will become overbooked. We'll do the next one, and we'll do the next one. And then if I'm generating hundreds of thousands of dollars in net profitable revenue, up in, I guess that doesn't make sense, of net profit, then I would want to build like I was thinking about this, like I would build a garage, like the same Cashiers or something like that, build it somewhere where I would build a, 3,000 or 4,000 square foot, 5,000 square foot facility. And if I had 4 or 5 homes around the area, then that becomes the meat spot. That's where the cars go. That's where they get shipped to. And then I have, my cars aren't parked at the houses and things like that. So I got lots of balls rolling here. I'm thinking about, Destination OG shirts with, Highlands on there. Just all kinds of cool stuff that I want. And then by proxy, I'm guessing that many of you will want it too. So that's what this is all about. Be able to give a subset of people that are interested in it, be able to include them. They helped me finance this project. I get a better house that then other people will get to use as well. Of course, I get to make the videos, sharing all the dialing in and all the fixing of stuff. Yeah, I think this is going to be cool. So maybe I'm crazy. Hey, worst case scenario, I sell the darn thing and probably at a loss. But I'm gonna attempt to get it right and get it at an appropriate price. Even though this is a really difficult time to be buying, it's certainly a seller's market. I do things when it makes sense, not when trying to time things. It's just not how I've never timed anything right. So I'm just gonna do it when it makes sense to me, when it's appropriate in my life. So. Anyway, thanks for following along with us. Hope you enjoyed Michelle and I, doing our thing. I did do some driving in the mountains over that course. I've been having a real difficult time, especially driving with a passenger, freaking out. So we did a little bit of driving. I didn't want to push it because we were focused on what we were there to do, which was to really immerse ourselves in the area, figure out where we want to be, and the Highlands is where I want to be. So whether I get this house or not doesn't dictate. We're going to be there. I'm going to figure out how to make this happen, and then I'm going to create a destination for you to borrow from me for money. And then I know that those of you watching this video are very unlikely to mess it up if you were to, to pay for it. Man, I was so bent out of shape when the darn Cayman got damaged. I was planning on stopping at a full car wash and cleaning it, and probably cleaning it better than it was when I got it. And a freaking lady backed into it and messed it up. Unbelievable. So those same things are going to happen to some of you at my house. I'm aware of that. That's okay. The key is that you're intentioned. I want people that are intentioned well. And chances are most of you, if you broke something, you'll fix it. If your kid, spilled something down the wall, you'll go grab the paint. I'll tell you where it is and you'll touch it up. Or you'll at least let us know. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. I'll keep you posted on how this goes. Fingers crossed.